Hey, my name is David McDonald, and I'll be teaching the class BRS 517, Creativity, Innovation, and Change at Tabor College online. Thanks for doing this with me. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I want to give you in this video kind of an overview of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, and hopefully give you an idea of kind of what I like and what I don't like and what kind of things I'll be looking for. But of course, this class is about creativity, innovation, and change, which are, to my way of thinking, the absolute most exciting parts of Christian ministry. So what I want to do is help you figure out what all the new and exciting possibilities are for your ministry in your context. I want to help you find the biblical foundations for why those things matter, for why it's important for us to press in to what God has for His church. I want you to help, I want to help you evaluate what ideas are good ones and what ideas aren't so good, because I think that this is one major way that the gospel goes forth all over the world. It's through you, through what you're going to do next, and what God's saying to you in your local ministry context. I got 3 books I'd like you to read. I think these are exceptional materials. Because I only got to pick 3, I wanted to pick 3 really good ones. So one of them is John Cotter's book, Leading Change. It's a huge book. You only need to read the first couple of chapters, which lay out his 8-stage change plan. But to my way of thinking, he's got the best materials on organizational change and institutional leadership out there. He's from the Harvard Business School, and that 8-stage change plan is going to be really important for your final assignment, but honestly, it's going to be really important for your life, and hopefully it'll give you a grid to work with. Then I've also given you a book by Tom Kelly called The 10 Faces of Innovation, which you sometimes hear people say things like, everybody's creative, but our creativity works differently. I think Tom Kelly's got the best framework for what those kinds of creativity are and how we can maximize those different manifestations of creativity and innovation, and then cultivate those creative competencies. And last but not least is my all-time favorite book on the topic, written by actually a game designer and a museum designer named Edwin Schlossberg. It's a tiny little book. It's out of print. Apparently, I'm the only person on planet Earth that likes it, because you can get it on Amazon for about 62 cents, and it's called Interactive Excellence. And that book, Schlossberg's book, underscores the fact that the true merit of our worship experiences, in our church context, has less to do with the quality of the presentation and much more to do with the level of interaction between us and our congregants, us and the Holy Spirit, even us and ourselves, us and the Scriptures. And so for Schlossberg, the whole idea is what kind of interactions and what kind of relationships are we fostering through our liturgy, through our pedagogy, through whatever. So I think those are excellent materials, and I hope you really love them. If you don't, feel free to say so in the discussion forums. That's fine, but I think they're excellent. In terms of how the course is structured, there's a couple of big assignments that you're going to be doing, and by big I don't mean onerous or lengthy. Big, I mean they're going to be challenging. They're going to be difficult for you as a critical thinker. So first up is our weekly ideas. This is worth 30% of your grade, and every week you're going to post a 250-word idea into the discussion forum, where you're going to essentially pitch something new you want to do in ministry that rhymes with the different kind of creativity that we're talking about each week. So the emphasis in this course is not just understanding what creativity is and how it manifests differently. It's helping you become creative, helping you put teeth and legs and feet, or whatever other body parts you want into your ideas, so that they gain traction in your ministry area. So every week, 250 words, which is super short, and that's why this is a difficult assignment, and that's why it's a really important assignment. Concision and clarity are paramount in change initiatives. So I want you to give a 6 to 10 word overview, telling me what the thing is that you want to try. 3 desired outcomes, 10 to 15 words, telling us kind of what it's supposed to achieve, what it's supposed to do. You can have 75 words to explain how it works, like the mechanics of it, and 75 words telling us why you think it's going to work, and then 100 words exploring where this is in the Scriptures. Now again, that's all super short, but it's just an idea. And there it is. It's got to be a good idea, a succinct idea, a concrete idea, but it's just an idea. So you'll post that each week, and then everybody else will kind of give feedback and comment on it. And of course, We want to give helpful, constructive feedback. We want to be positive. When you get into the ideas of innovation and change and creativity, I got to tell you, man, there's so much negativity out there. The dominant voice in the church concerning these issues is that we shouldn't change for the sake of change, or that we don't want to get too carried away. And that's asinine. Honestly, sometimes we need to change things up just for the sake of being able to change, to stay malleable, to stay subtle, to stay editable by the Holy Spirit. So change in and of itself isn't bad, isn't always good either, but typically the church is risk averse and change averse, and I kind of want to help push against that through this class. Okay, the second big thing that you're going to do in this class are the discussion forums themselves. You're going to post feedback on each other's ideas. That's the weekly idea we just talked about. You're going to post an original thought on the week's readings no later than Monday at noon Central Standard Time of each week. And what I mean is, say something that nobody else has yet said about what you were supposed to read this week. So don't just say, start a new discussion thread. That would be good. And in that new discussion thread, find a quote that nobody else has yet isolated. Cite the quote, give us the page, the author, the book, whatever, and then tell us, what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Give us the points of dis and or agreement, points of special interest. I mean, tell us why you think this is awesome or why it stinks. And then we want you to respond to each other's posts on the reading. So you respond to each other's ideas, you post an idea, you post on the reading, and then you respond to each other's posts on the reading. You have a 2-page ministry philosophy comparison, which again is a really short assignment by design. You have 1 page to outline your philosophy of ministry prior to taking this class, and it's a good idea for you to do that now before you get infected with the thinking of this class and already feel it starting to shift. And you're just going to jot down kind of the 3 criteria that you believe comprise exceptional ministry in our current cultural context. So take some notes, do that now, and then at the end of the class you also want to do write 1 page that will describe how your philosophy of ministry has changed because of the class. Now, to be fair, it might not change positively. You might hate all kinds of new stuff that you didn't hate before. You might hate Edwin Schlossberg or the 10 Faces of Innovation or whatever. That's totally fine. The point is not to talk about how you matured. The point is to talk about how you changed, how you've been seasoned. So again, you might want to take some rough notes now. You might even want to do the first part of that assignment now. That's fine, but the whole thing is due toward the end of the semester. So 1 page, your earlier philosophy of ministry, 1 page, how it's changed because of the class. Last but not least, you have a comprehensive assignment where you're going to write a 6-page final paper describing a major change initiative wherein your local ministry context can be positively impacted through one of the 6 major areas of creativity that we'll talk about in the class. So pick something for real. If you're a youth pastor, pick something that you hate in your youth group and fix it, or at least try and fix it through the course of this class. If you run a ladies ministry or a women's ministry or a community outreach, whatever, pick something real and use this course as your excuse to make a positive difference in the lives of real people. And so you're going to write this 8-page change plan thing or 6-page change plan thing, and you're going to do it according to John Cotter's 8-stage change plan. So you're going to follow his rubric and take your idea and place it into your local ministry context. There'll be short little videos like this one for each week in the class, and hopefully that'll give you, again, kind of an idea and some examples of what I'm looking for and how things should operate. As always, again, my name's Dave. If you got any questions, shoot me an email. I think my phone number is also available on the syllabus. I'd love to talk to you and get to know you a little bit, and hopefully we can do some good God-related, Spirit-sponsored damage over the course of the next few weeks. Thanks.